ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, for the second attempt, we have some World of Dummies. Yes, we've got some World of Dummies. Pretty much, this video is just full of dummies. Now, I did release this video yesterday, but for some reason, the audio was, it was shit. And it did make me learn to check the audio, because I've never had a problem really with my audio. I just, especially as bad as it is, I've always had a problem with my audio because the way I make my videos in my car or at my office. But yeah, yesterday was unbearable. So much that I had to pull it and make a new video. So World of Dummies. These people are just dummies. We've got two replays actually. Yesterday's one we only had one replay, but today we've got two replays that is full of dummies. Now in this one there's not so bad, but I wanted to show it because I find it hilarious, absolutely hilarious when people do what this VK100 actually does. I mean, it's nothing bad. It's not like I'm gonna say ban this guy because he don't deserve to be banned, but what's going to happen is, obviously, the guys are going... There's some heavies that go on the other side of the map. Some go left side, some go right side. And as it happens, most of the enemy team went on the right side of the map, as you can see. So they are all pushing on the VK100. So, of course, they're not going to survive too much longer. I mean, they could survive it. This AT-15 is pretty much a one-shot. But yeah, there's, well, not now, there's 5 guys over there. All 5 guys are over there. So, of course, the VK100 and the T28, as you can see, it is not going to last very long. So there goes the T28. And now there is 4 tanks all on the VK100. So yeah, he's going to die any moment now. And you always get it. Like, they go off on their own instead of sticking with the majority of the team. They go off on their own, and they are the ones to complain. So it's nothing too bad what this guy does. He just moans a little bit. So he's going to write noob team. That's pretty much all he writes, but he does write it a few times. And again, noob team, just because the team didn't do what he wanted them to do. But if we just fast forward it a little bit, and I think it's when it gets down to 2 tanks, this is what makes me laugh. So that it's now a 2 versus 2. I'm hoping I haven't actually missed it. But there we go, just in time. He then starts supporting the team, like, don't give up, guys, you've got this. I just wanted to show it because I find when people like this hilarious, when they rage because nothing goes their way, the team didn't do what they wanted them to do, they're raging, and then at the end they're like, yeah, GG guys, like, well played, you played amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to show it because I just thought that was funny. I really did think that was funny. So moving on to the replay that we should have watched yesterday. Now, this game, it really is full of dummies. So there's a lot of dummies, and we'll talk about it, each individual dummy. So the Sheridan he pushes up into this bush. Now this bush is actually a really good position, especially for a light tank, because you can get the shots off on the enemy as they come around the corner. So yeah, really good position. So good that the Waffle thinks it's a great position and he wants to be in the same position. So he's just pushing. So yeah, there's the first dummy. The second dummy, the Sheridan. I mean, yeah, I know he sent me the replay, but as I always say, like, if you get blocked, don't retaliate. And that's exactly what he is doing here. He's blocking the Waffle from coming back. Get into your spot then, Muppet. Well, no, it's your spot that you chose, but yeah, he wanted to get there. I mean, if he wanted to get there, he could get there. I mean, you could let him. I mean, you could just move out the way if he's pushing you. That's what I would do. If you're in a decent position and someone's trying to push you out the way, to be fair, I wouldn't even say anything. I would just move on. Yes, it's something that you might not like, but you're just as bad as he is. And I always say that, don't stoop down to their level. So we've got the Waffle that's a dummy. We've got the Sheridan that is a bit of a dummy. But what we've just missed there is the Chieftain. I mean, there was like 5 tanks all up there, and it's like, well, yeah, 5 tanks that was basically up there in one position, and that Chieftain just rewind it. He literally sits out in the open and does nothing at all. Why are 5 guys there? I really don't know. This isn't the position for 5 people to camp. It really isn't. So yeah, we have a few dummies there. Now, for the rest of the game, the Sheridan actually does really good. Apart from that one thing that he did that I don't condone, he does have a really good battle. He's, I mean, I probably would have done things a little bit sooner than what he does, but yeah, we'll get to that. So the next lot of dummies, I mean, it's really only, there's one dummy. There's one really good enemy player that does really good. There's a guy that does really good, and there's a guy that just ruins the whole game for the red team. So at the moment, it is a 4 versus 6. Now 4 versus 5. That was a good shot, clearing that one-shot Sheridan. Very good shot indeed. So I love the fact that he is being very patient. However, it is a 4 versus 5, and the enemy have 1 base, and they are just about to catch the 2nd base. So time is not going to be on their side. So of course, he's now pushing this T-54E1, who is a one-shot. It's a 3 versus 5. The supremacy points are just going up and up and up. However, there are 3 tanks out of that 5 who are all one-shot. So if you're in something like a Sheridan, at this point, you could go for them one-shots, or you could look at the supremacy points and think, right, I need to recap these bases. I really do. So he took one guy out. There's the 2nd guy. Takes him out. And then he is going to be on his way to base A. Now, one thing I don't get from the Sheridan in the, at the moment, which I will tell you, but that standard B who runs away, he played it brilliantly. He's a one-shot. He can't really do too much. So what he does instead is he goes to capture the base. That's the only thing he can really do. Now, what I don't understand now is the Sheridan is doing the right thing in going for base A. But if that was me, the enemy are just about to catch base C, I would be staring right down where that hill is, where the standard B is. But because he's looking elsewhere, he not only he loses hit points and he can't kill him, he also, it takes him longer to cap the base. So look at the supremacy points now. Fair play to the Peugeot, he has gone to base B as well, but look at the time. Are they going to be able to do it on time? The standard B at this point should just run away. He should just run away, because if he dies, then it could be game over. But there is also a full hit point waffle at this stage in the game. Look at the hit points: 990, 995. Literally, that was like 0.01 second. Literally, he saved it by 0.01 second. But at this point in the game, why isn't that waffle protecting these bases? That's all he needed to do. And there goes the standard B, who could have run away. And if he would have run away, he could have actually gone to catch base A. But there's a full hit point waffle. And even at this point, there's a K91. Yes, they do manage to kill the waffle, but there's a K91. Look where he is. He's a one-shot, and he's sitting in front of a waffle. Why would you want to risk losing that game? But what? I just don't understand some of these players. I don't understand what that K91 was doing. Yes, he survived. I don't understand what the waffle was doing. And of course the players, the Chieftain, the waffle on his team, and of course the Sheridan at the beginning. But the Sheridan pulled it away. He pulled it back. He had a brilliant game, and he single-handed, not just him actually, the Peugeot done really well as well. But they worked really well as a team, catching the bases exactly when they needed to cap the bases. But overall, it's still full of dummies. So I hope you enjoyed today's video again. Hopefully the sound is a lot better than it was yesterday. And of course, I will check it before I release the video. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsyreplays, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With